Hi everyone, this is the Chungler and welcome back to my Fire Emblem Echoes LTC playthrough. Today we have 3 maps to play, which will get us around 2/3 of the way through Act 2. This first map is the Pirate Throne, and it is the second kill boss map of the playthrough and only the first one on Celica's route. This one is going to be pretty difficult still though, because the boss is hiding behind a wall. And to kill him in the lowest number of turns, we have to hit him with something that has 3 range, and our only option at this point is May's Thunder. And because she doesn't one-round the boss naturally, we have to go for a low % Thunder crit to clear the map in 3 turns, which is pretty annoying, but it's kind of what we're stuck going for because it ends up saving 2 turns. May is going to lead the charge on this first enemy phase, and she fights some pretty strong pirates here. They have 5 speed, meaning she needs 9 speed to double them for 6 AS with fire. If she didn't double them, it would be pretty bad because we'd have to go for a more unreliable boss kill strategy next map, because there'd be more pirates here and we couldn't get Celica's swap experience as easily. So it's pretty nice that May has the speed required. It only happens around a 73% of the time at her current level. But on this second turn, Celica is going to grab the leather shield to build her second point of swap experience because she got some last map. Then May is going to eat a provision to not die because she's left at pretty low HP. Saber, Genny, and Bowie kind of have to get out of Celica's way because with the leather shield, she's not going to get targeted by brigands unless she's the only unit in range. So we need at least 2 brigands to target her to get swapped by the time she needs it. So that's why Saber and Genny and Bowie are kind of all in corners, not doing anything on turn 2. You might have noticed some green units in the top left of the map. That's Valbar, Kamui, and Leon. They don't have any trouble surviving or doing much of anything in a 3-turn clear of this map where we rig a crit. But in a 5-turn clear that's more reliable and doesn't rely on a crit rig for the boss, Leon, the ally archer, sometimes dies, so he may need to get healed by Genny. So she might have to walk over there to the top left to heal him. Though usually he starts coming towards you, so it's not too bad. On turn 3, we're just doing some self-improvement on the bottom part because May is about to kill the boss and end the map, so we want to get everything done before that happens. Celica is going to pick up her last point of swap experience, which is good because she needs it for the first turn of the next map. And now we start the process of arduously turn-wheeling to try and get a crit on the boss. May has 70 hit and 5 crit with Thunder, though she could have 4 depending on her level ups, or 3 if she gets really unlucky. So we need to turn wheel to get this crit. On one attempt, the crit only has around a 3 to 4% chance of happening, but counting in around 2 to 3 turn wheels that we would have by this point, our chances of success go up to around 12 to 15%. You know, accounting for being able to redo attempts with turn wheels, so it's not totally terrible, but it's still pretty bad, honestly. And we get the crit here, not even using up all our turn wheels. And that is 2-4, the Pirate Throne, completed in 3 turns. Now that that map is over, we can loot Barth's stronghold. In the stronghold, we also get to recruit the 3 ally units from the last map, Valbar, Kamui, and Leon. Valbar is an armor knight with great defense but mediocre offense due to having no equipable lance and not being able to double any enemies. Very rarely going to be useful, though he'll get to have a few interesting contributions later in the run. Kamui is a mercenary with a base level of 3, which is strictly worse than Saber, who already has trouble promoting for us. In this particular playthrough, Kamui will be less useful than Valbar, but theoretically if you did train Kamui, he could turn out okay by just being in an okay class. Leon is the prize of the bunch though, despite being the weakest green unit initially. He's a high availability archer who comes at a base level of 4, meaning he has a very easy time promoting to sniper by the end of the act. Celica's route is just a great place to be an archer for reasons you'll see later in the run. So his stats are basically irrelevant, his class is just so amazing on this route. We pick up a steel sword, iron sword, and golden apple of note in the treasure vault. The steel sword and iron sword are going to be nice weapons on Kamui and Saber, though not going to be super important. The golden apple is grants a unit basically 100 EXP and levels them up once. So that's really useful. Not going to use it right now, but we'll save it for later. This is the map Celica needed swap in right away. She swaps Mei 1 tile forward. The objective of this map is rout the enemy, but it might as well be kill boss, because once we kill the boss, everything on the map is gone because all of the summons despawn. We needed swap on Celica so that we could engage the Cantor boss at 2 range with fire. This is pretty important because to get a 3 turn of this map, we need to get another low % crit rig, and being able to do this with fire instead of thunder is really nice because Mei doubles the boss with fire, and fire also has more hits. So, like compared to the Barth crit kill, which was around 12 to 15% likely to happen after turn wheels, because we picked up an extra cog and the boss kill is more reliable generally, we actually have around a 40% chance of success after considering turn wheels. And this map is also a lot less annoying to reset than the Barth map, so I'll definitely take it. Still, like, not great odds, but, you know, again, we're gonna take it. The rest of our units are just doing self-improvement and clearing the way for Mei, picking up some kills on the terrors. And Mei will get a hit and crit fire on the boss. And that is Cantor Boat, completed in 3 turns. In a 4-turn clear of this map that's more reliable, Mei would get like slightly less experience, but Saber could get the boss kill, which would be really nice. Mei would just chip the Cantor twice for a bunch of EXP, and then Saber would get the kill, meaning EXP distribution becomes a lot easier, but because we want the lowest turn count possible, we're going to rig that crit and be done with it. The next map is Mercenary Boat, and this was another map that we wanted swap on Celica for. We want her to swap Mei on turn 1 so that she can engage a pirate and kill him on player phase to take the heat off her for enemy phase, and basically means she doesn't need as much bulk. But we also need the leather shield on her for this enemy phase, so after Celica swaps Mei, we're going to trade the leather shield to Kamui and put it into the convoy because he's next to Celica. Then Valbar is going to take it out of the convoy and trade it to Bowie because he is also able to get next to Celica, and then Bowie is going to trade it to Mei for this player phase. Genny is going to heal Mei to again improve her survivability. Mei needs 2 defense procs, so she has 4 defense in this map. In 8 level ups, which is what she currently has, this only has around a 63% chance of happening. So it's not super reliable, but it's not super insane for her to have this much bulk either. But we do end up having to rig it because my Mei did not have enough defense by the beginning of this map, so I rigged it on turn 1. Leon is going to clear the path for Mei by killing this mercenary, again showing off why having 3 to 4 range is really nice when not many units can say that. Saber is also going to clean up an archer for Mei to keep going forward and to get a level up. Because Genny didn't level up magic at all, Mei actually needs to dodge a 68% displayed hit against this archer that she kills on this phase. If Genny was able to heal her 1 extra point, which would have meant she would need 1 magic level up, then Mei could use Thunder on this archer and basically not require us to dodge, because Mei could use Aura, and then because she's at more than 13 HP, or more than 12 HP, the mercenary boss that moves first on this turn doesn't read the lethal damage against her, and so he'll go for Saber instead. But the dodge does do the same thing essentially, because now Mei has enough defense and enough HP to not get targeted, and she pretty easily takes the hits from the remaining 2 mercenaries. I turn wheel because I kind of just don't want this EXP on Mei. But that's alright because we have a lot of them by this point. Picking up a 5th turn wheel use in the Pirate Throne was also something I forgot to mention, but it's really nice for improving reliability. We also give Leon a kill here because, I mean, he's pretty good. He still needs to promote, and it's pretty easy for him to get the kill, so it's not too bad. Because Saber didn't get the Cantor boss kill, we feed him the mercenary boss kill here. Kind of unfortunate that Saber has to get it, but he does need to promote pretty soon, so we don't have much of a choice here. I give the last mercenary to Genny because I was a little bit worried about her experience. This ended up being unfounded. I honestly probably should have given this kill to Celica for a future map, but that's okay. Genny still is an okay user of the experience, and it means we have to... It's less annoying for her to get Physic later on. And that is Mercenary Boat, completed in 3 turns. That'll be the end of this part. Join me next time for when we finish up Act 2. Alright, see ya.